Now there is a Tanzanian singer by the name of Christina Shusho, and she has recently been talking to women and addressing, first things first, why she separated from her husband, and also giving advice from that perspective. So she said that she separated from her husband because she felt like their destinies were not aligned. And there's a quote, actually, most of it was in Swahili, so Swahili sanifu, like Tanzanian, everyone struggles with that. Thank you. So in English, what God commanded him to do and whatever assignment he gave me are different. If I have my own destiny, and it's my job to follow through, even if it means parting ways with my husband's path. I'm all here for whatever decision you make in your marriage. That's completely up to you. If you feel like the person who you are with was not supporting your destiny, then that's fine. That's the decision you make. However, making this kind of rounded or like generalized comment as far as women should not feel like they need to be tied to their husbands and whatever else, you're talking from outside of the club, so I get why it's being said that way. But if we want to continue pushing marriages and family and healthy family groups forward, we have to get out of this men, women vibe. You know, when you're in your home, the way you discuss your situation, it should always come from a partnership point of view, not from you're tying yourself to my destiny. If, like, for example, Joe she wants to be on the show, her husband doesn't want her to. It's a discussion. Let's stop making this like, you know, men, women thing. I don't like that.
I meet this one because it touched me in such a special place because she's my favorite gospel artist. Like I love her music so much. So in my baby shower, do you remember those two Kiswahili songs that were playing?
No.
You do not remember them, but they were playing, and I just love her so much. But this comment from her just also really disappointed me. I feel like the narrative should be, when you get married, first of all, by the time you're getting married, you should sort of aim to know, like, this is what I am trying to do in life, this is what you're trying to do, and obviously they should not be aiming in these two different directions. But if you reach a point where actually they are aiming in different directions, the discussion should be about compromise, should be about, like, what can I give up, what can I, you know, allow you to do even if I don't want it to be. That's what the discussion is. But by the time your marriage has already broken down, obviously it's difficult to see it that way. But I feel like this, from a gospel artist, that's a disappointing comment. And I wish, like, if any married woman is out there reading this, then know that the same reaction you'd want your husband to feel if your destiny is in a different direction is what you should also be thinking about, you know, what he feels about your destiny. Have it made sense?
Kinda, yeah.
We saw where you were going.
You saw where I was going? Okay, fine.
So
please arrive there for me.
We've arrived.
Thank you.
Yes.
You know what? I actually disagree with the two of you 110%. And I feel as if I am happy that as a gospel artist, she's coming out with this narrative, all right? In general, we already know the African culture and the gospel culture, how as women we're told to stay with our husbands and with our partners, even when things are not good, when things are bad, because that's what God told you to do. That's what your parents expect you to do. That's what society expects you to do. So because she's a woman, she's an African woman, she's a gospel artist, and she has separated from her husband with what seems to be like a good reason. I'm just like, yes, honey, do
it's a good reason.
If they're not aligned in their paths, whatever he wanted her to do, she didn't want to do it, and she shouldn't be forced to do something that she didn't want to do. Clearly, compromise didn't work, and that's why they've broken up. I really don't think he just said, "Oh, do X," and she's like, "No," and he's like, "I really don't see that." Considering her gospel music is like amazing, but you guys can let us know your thoughts. The WhatsApp number is down below. We're gonna go right into Ask the Girls.